I've been doing a lot of investigating and checking into on what's going on with the Baltimore Key Bridge collapse. A lot of controversy going on with that there, whether it was terrorism or not terrorism or an inside job or whatever happened there. There's some people that are just claiming that the DEI's the blame for the Baltimore Key Bridge tragedy. According to a Utah Republican, a Republican candidate for governor of Utah has linked diversity, equity, and inclusion to the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. And the thing is, Francis Scott Key is the one who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner at that very spot. The bridge collapsed early Tuesday after the cargo ship Dali drifted into the bridge support column. Now, according to the reactions, looked past the immediate cause. State Representative Phil Lyman appeared to indicate that the makeup of the commissioners for the Port of Baltimore was a factor in the incident. Of course, Lynn is challenging Governor Spencer Cox for the Republican nomination, according to KSL TV. Now, this is what happens when you have governors who prioritize diversity over the well-being and security of citizens. Of course, he laid that out in a Q post on X. Now, in another post, he wrote the DEI equals die. Of course, Lyman did not elaborate. Now, Lyman shared a post from the Young Conservative Federation, which in a post on X, known as Twitter, said Commissioner Corinthia A. Barber, now, who is black, knows nothing about ports, but she is a diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging to, or the DEIB auditor and consultant, by and large. The group in a separate post called the Commissioner Sandy A. Roberts, who is also black and is an attorney who at the time of his appointment generally knew some marine law. Of course, Lyman is not alone in linking the DEI to the collapse. Now, according to WXYZ TV, the last inspection of the bridge took place in May 2022. At the time, the bridge scored a grade of 6 out of 9, which is passing, but considering a fail. The 2022 report identified a concern with a reinforced concrete column And it could not be learned Tuesday if the column was the one struck Tuesday. And that column was downgraded from like a health index of 77.8 in a prior report to 64.9. The thing is, like, it's pretty surprisingly, is like that with the bridge collision raises a question. Now, let's look at like what Laura Logan said like on the Francis Key Bridge collapse. And everyone knows like this is a cyber attack on the critical infrastructure corridor in the United States. But what did cause the ship's lights to go out there? Was it an engine failure or something else or power? But this needs to be looked into. Or it's like, if you look, indeed it does need to be looked into. On the controversy there with Laura Logan. And Laura Logan appeared on the Steve Bannon show on Tuesday on War Room to discuss the Francis Key Scott Bridge in Baltimore. Steve Bannon, who served in the U.S. Navy, was also skeptical of the official narrative that was established by Daylight that following daytime when it was considering that claiming it was accident. But Steve Bannon asked Laura about her investigation. Was with Steve Bannon, you say there may be something, and here's the other thing that's concerning me, and why they run to the mic, and you had McGabe on this morning there at sunrise on CNN saying that it was not terrorism. Seems like it's like with just rush to judgment. It's not terrorism. It's not. It might not be terrorism. But why did he come to the mic right away? And we need facts. We need empirical evidence. And we need an investigation. And what is your investigation telling you? First with Laura Logan, she comments there. Well, I have a better question for you, Steve. Why are you coming to the mic telling the country that it's not terrorism when your own intelligence agencies are telling you that it is? And I know, they are because, I didn't make this up. And these are not my words, and I'm talking to people who are on the inside, and some who are very on the active duty, and then some are retired, and everyone, literally from critical infrastructure and the Department of Homeland Security to the intelligence agencies. And they know there's no other. And this is a cyber attack on a critical infrastructure corridor for the United States. And for those people who think this is just a river, and this is a river in Baltimore, and what does this matter? And you don't know anything about what you're talking about, And then the I-94 corridor on the eastern seaboard is totally what connects the north and south. And when I'm talking about hazardous materials, and this is a brilliant, well-planned strategic attack on one of the most important supply chains in the United States of America. Another, the only other one is in the western side in California, and that's only one of the other busier. And what have you done? And and now you have it shut down. And when I talk about hazardous materials, what other about talking about here? And this is refined fuels. This is propane gas. This is diesel. This is fuel, and this is flammable materials, chemicals, and this besides loads, nitrogen, chemicals, everything you need for your economy to be to move has really just been shut down for 4 to 5 years. And how did they do it? They knew that they had to target one of the two main anchor points on that bridge. And our two load-bearing pylons that are any structural engineer can identify that are on the end of each side of the bridge. And these are just one of the thicker and stronger than anything else on that bridge. And when you hit one of those pylons, when you take that out, the reason you see so much of the bridge collapse instantly is that you just brought 50% of the span of that bridge crumbling down. And what you don't see, beneath the surface of the water's steep is absolutely catastrophic. And this is a structural nightmare, a logistical nightmare, because you have the entire bottom part, the concrete part of the bridge, and you don't know what the extent of the structural damage to that, and you won't know it until they pull all that stuff out of the infrastructure out there, and you get look at it. The thing is with the Gateway, another article, there's a rare bridge collision raises a question whether it can be happening in Michigan. Ship collisions with bridges that cause this kind of damage are extremely rare, and there have been 40 recorded events in the past 65 years. Of course, Detroit WXYZ, Don Chandler watched the tragic Key Bridge collapse in Maryland for the first time. And when he said he had only heard about the tragedy from a buddy, his buddy Fred. And it can happen anywhere if it happened there. And it's a terrible thought, what Chandler said. And it's with longtime friends, and they've been fishing together, hanging out on the Detroit River. And there's a key point in the article. They said they never fathomed the possibility of such a collision. I never seen like a container ship go through like here, but everything that goes through like here is not really close to the bridge itself ever. With Chandler, like I said, out driving out over the bridge is already scary for some. And the thing, if you added you go across the Mackinac Bridge when it gets windy and they have escorts going carrying have escorts going across the bridge. They're helping people going over the bridge. And he mentioned the Mighty Mac in Michigan is also home to the Blue Water Bridge to Port Huron. But I did look on Google Maps there on there where the support columns go into the river, but with the Blue Water Bridge it doesn't seem that they go into the river. Although they're having some issues with all infrastructure all across the United States. And this tragic incident, though, there was a really no good outcome, he said. Schuster said he couldn't speak to something like that, like the Baltimore tragedy happening to Michigan bridges. And there are key differences there. And he believes tight regulations are in place here. But this type of ship, which we really don't see that coming into our area, but by the some token, we really need to get behind this a bit more quickly and look at the potential for these and make sure that their redundancy in these structures and that our safety systems are in place, what Shatner or Schuster explained. With that, there's the key information here on our article is in the description. But I digress with that, with the whole thing with the bridge there. But this is William Drosky reminding you to shake the many trees with you share the speeding far wide, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you're looking for ways to earn money from home, send me an email or comment on a post or any of my social media Schmooze, YouTube, Rumble, or go to my website, domexpert.com, and send an email on my website there, and I will probably reply probably to you there on the response, or remind you to shake them in the trees and cheers spread wide there.